Live.
All right, there we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. Tim Chowda-Mecca. Nice to see you all again. Glad you could join us. Welcome to Gunpla Talk, episode 23.
Gunpla Talk.
And look, it's working on YouTube as well. That's awesome. Sweet. Rock and roll. All right, cool. So, hey, we got a show to do. Let's go around. Let's introduce everybody. Let's get into it, and let's have some fun with this one. So, without further ado, we're going to start off in South Korea with our good friend ZakuAurelius. Zach, introduce yourself to everybody, please.
Me? Hello.
Can you hear me?
If you're watching this, you're on my channel already. Again, apologies that the live stream I tried to do last night didn't work. But to keep me up a little bit later than I had planned, so a little bit tired. But it's okay. It's working now, so that's the important thing. Apparently.
Awesome.
It seems to be
No,
working.
hey, it looks like it's working pretty good.
He's going to switch over to Twitch, and they're going to lose all their money.
Wow. All right, so we're going to travel over to the UK. We're going to say hi to the one and only English gentleman of Gunpla, Mr. Simon. Simon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Simon, otherwise known as Gundam UK. Hello.
Hello.
Awesome.
Short introduction.
All right. Short introduction, short and sweet, man. All right, so we're going to take it back over to the East Coast of the U.S. Justin, go ahead and introduce yourself to the peoples.
Hey guys, I'm Justin, or Justinius Builds. Been building robots for a while with these gentlemen. Welcome to the next episode of Gunpla Talk.
Next episode.
Next episode, yeah, a little Snoop Dogg action. All right, cool. So, hey, you know what? Let's introduce our special guest. He is a two-time Taiwanese GBWC champion and the owner of DS Modeling Academy in Taiwan. Mr. Dennis, say hello over to everybody.
Hi guys, greetings from Taiwan.
Awesome. All right, so now that we've introduced everybody, let's take a quick round and see what everybody's working on. Me, I'm just, I'm working on GBWC 2017, so just
not much.
Yeah, I mean, just in the beginning right now, it's not a big deal.
Secret.
Yeah. It is kind of secret, yeah. So I've let little hints.
So curious.
I've let little hints drop here and there, and Dennis and I had a conversation about it last night, and I kind of filled him in a little bit. But yeah, it is kind of secretive. I want to keep it that way a little bit, but it should be pretty cool. What's that?
I'm going to tell everybody.
Why are you going to tell everybody? You don't know anything.
I know a little bit.
What's that?
I know a little bit.
You know a little bit, yeah. It's going to be a Xeon suit.
I wouldn't do that.
What's that?
I said I wouldn't do that.
Not a big deal. But it's going to be a Xeon suit. It's going to be a completely original design. And the frame is going to, I'm going to use the Sinanju Stein frame to build off of. So it's going to be fun and it's going to be big. I'm going to heighten it a little bit, maybe widen it a little bit, do some other things. You guys will see it eventually. But anyway,
most importantly, it's going to be family friendly.
It is going to be awesomely family friendly.
That's good to know.
It is, yeah. PG. All right. Anyway, Zach, what are you working on, brother?
PG.
Oh, he made a joke.
No, unfounded truth. I'm working on. Well, I was really hoping to actually have all the main mobile suit completely done to show to you guys today, but it's unfortunately not. Working on the kind of last steps of my master grade Zaku. So here's some part here. Got the decals done on the torso.
It looks really good, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Thank
does.
you. Yeah, the kind of filter layer that I put over it definitely helped a lot, I think. And I'll show you the shield. Hang on, it's over here. Because I'm doing a different color scheme and just changed the kit just a little bit, but I still wanted to use the same. I still wanted to use the decals included with the kit, but that was not canon, right? I couldn't figure out a way to justify using like the same markings, but having it being in a different color and with some different changes to the kit. So I changed the markings just slightly by just adding the red strike through the number like that.
That's
Very
nice.
nice touch.
Now, is that a
Slightly
decal,
different.
or did you just do that yourself?
What's that?
Is that a decal, or did you do that yourself?
Yeah, it's the red line is a red line decal
Oh, okay.
from this set here, like this. So to just cut some parts of the line there.
Nice.
Right.
Mm.
So yeah, really happy with that. But just wish that it was done. But one thing that I'm noticing is that like the decal sheet is really big, right? But it's not like a normal Verkok kit where it has decals like all over the mobile suit. The decals on the mobile suit is actually not that many. The decal sheet is just so big because you have a lot of decals for the backpack and weapons and the fuel tanks and all that other stuff too. So that's why it looks like so many, but on the mobile suit is actually not that many.
Probably like a lot of big numbers and stuff on that sheet too. Yeah.
There's just a lot of like lining stuff. I messed up one of the lining that goes around the foot, like that goes around the edge of the foot. The first one went on perfectly fine, and the second one got messed up, and it took me too long trying to move it into place. And by that time, the marks have softened it too much, and it
Oh,
got messed up. So
that's proper annoying.
yeah, so just all right, no lining on the feet, just took the other one off. And then by that time, it was hard to take the first one off because the glue I'm finding on these, like the adhesive, is quite strong. So I mean that's good, but when you want to take them off again, it's cool. So I don't know. Hopefully, I still have some of the lining parts to put on around like on the leg armor. Hopefully, those go on okay. Around the skirt, they went on fine. So we'll see.
Awesome.
So just that.
Well, man,
and
it's looking great.
hopefully that will be done soon, so then I can move on to other things.
Nice. Well, I mean, it looks really good so far. The color choices and everything look really good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't think I showed this last month, but here's the choices I ended up going with for the fuel tank.
Oh,
It's just a light gray, and then a kind of this was a flesh tone color for the accent there.
right.
Really, just interesting color, I think. So
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty
very
good.
large.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Zach.
Mhm.
All right, Simon, what are you working on, buddy?
Couple of things. I'm working on this GM Type C, this funky purple at the minute.
Ooh.
Just in the middle of doing some decals, that's why it has this strange visor on it. And what else? Oh yeah, brace yourselves. You ready?
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
We're ready. Oh, look at that.
Okay, that's all you're gonna see.
If only Josh was here, yeah.
Because if I showed you any more, you might fall to your knees and cry. It's
wish I
too
brought mine.
beautiful.
Is there going to be a new cuboid pope?
Nobody can usurp the cuboid pope.
Well, we can always
Or
have
hail.
more. We can always have more. That's
The
awesome.
cuboid archbishop.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good
Archbishop.
one.
I like
Archbishop,
it.
yeah. Good.
Archbishop of the Hexadron. There you go. That's the name.
Oh man. Hey, and since actually I guess we should tell everybody that Josh can't join us this week. Simply because I think he just moved and he's having some internet issues. So unfortunately Josh couldn't be with us. If he does happen to join, awesome, but unfortunately, he's not with us yet. We haven't heard anything out of him today. So hopefully he's good. And he's just missing internet is all. So, but if you guys don't remember, check out the Gundam Logic Facebook group. It's got almost 1,000 members at this point. There's like 1,000 people.
Ridiculous.
yeah, like 1,000 people jumping on the Gundam version Logic bandwagon. So it's a pretty cool little movement. So obviously Simon's is awesome. So with all those Gatling guns and everything too. So
It's silly.
Wow.
it's awesome. It's awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
It's a lot of fun building it though. So
Oh yeah, it's a blast, man. It's a blast. So, all right, let's go over to Justin. It looks like he's snapping something there. Justin, what do you got?
I'm working on GBWC 2017. I'm coming for you.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't know what I'm doing
Wow.
yet. Yeah, I'm snapping the GM Sniper 2 Master Grade. I got it in today, and so far it's awesome. It's probably the best Bandai kit I've built in a while.
Right.
If they keep doing stuff like this, I'll keep buying their kits. Otherwise, I'm going to continue with my plan to give Kodo all my money.
Hey, Zach, release the
yeah.
presenting there for me, if you would.
Sorry. When you were talking assignment, it was going like back and forth like crazy. So
Oh,
trying
I
to
gotcha.
stop that.
Gotcha.
There you go. Justin, you got the new Master Grade just dropped. Just came out on Friday.
What new Master Grade?
Providence.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I finally saw the base that comes with, and I want the base because I have those really rare Xeon and Federation bases. That's the only reason I want it. It's like part of my
Are those
collection
rare
now.
in America.
Do what?
I guess they might be. Are those rare in America? They're hard to find there.
That's what I've heard.
Well, if you want more, let me know next time I'm going to Japan. I'm sure you can order them from Japan, but I could get
Yeah,
them.
I mean, I found mine and just I was like, oh, that's really cool. I guess I'll just order some of these, and like turns out later that everybody's like, oh my god, what is that?
I think I've seen them. I mean, still fairly common when I've been to Japan anyway. But,
Justin, you should check out USA Gundam Store.
I'll think about it.
They might have those.
They might. They might not.
Oh man!
If I would have known that, I maybe would have got the special, because I'm not really interested in the base, but I maybe would have got the special edition and just given you the base. But sorry,
I went in on the special edition with Josh for his decal.
Okay.
He didn't want it.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, Justin. Let's go over to our special guest, Dennis. What are you working on, man? You got anything in the mix?
I'm trying to get back to armored vehicles,
Okay.
and this is the current work in progress. It's a German Tiger 1 tank,
Oh wow! Look at that.
Ooh.
and I just try to get back to armor modeling since I've been away for about 10 years or so since I've built one. So just try to get the feeling back to it and do some camouflage. And it's still work in progress, so it's not much to look at the moment.
Mm.
Well, it still looks nice, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
do you-
Dennis.
Do you guys do any AFV modeling at all?
I've dabbled.
Not for years.
Not for years.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, I've got the 135th. The tank in the hover truck. They're on the ship.
half one.
They're in my stash, but I haven't
yeah.
actually taken them out and worked on them.
Yeah, should take it out and build it one day.
Yeah, I want to. Maybe next year for GBWC.
Oh,
The Valkyria Chronicles Edelweiss.
What's that?
The Valkyria Chronicles Edelweiss tank.
Okay.
That's like the only tank kit I've ever even attempted to build.
Ah,
I
right.
didn't even know there was a kit for that.
Yeah,
right.
Me and a friend of mine couldn't find it anywhere because when it launched, it was like a Japan exclusive, and I guess it wound up being more popular than they thought, so they released it everywhere else. But we found some sketchy, like, back alley Japanese website, ordered it, just
Back
hoping that
alley.
it would actually come to us. It looked like something that someone threw together in like 10 minutes, like an MS Paint logo on the top. and we got them. So
Oh, nice.
A back alley Japanese website.
it was pretty funny.
Very sketchy. Nice.
It was the
Oh, man.
sketchiest thing I've ever thrown money at, for sure.
Is it like a WordPress site or something?
Yeah, it was really, really ghetto. And it was like an all-white page with like some colored letter. It was like Toys R Us font.
Oh my god.
Had like
Oh, dear.
animated GIFs from the 90s and stuff. Nice.
Did it tell you they're the millionth customer or something? Flashing up.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, right. Nice. Awesome. All right, so let's get into some news. Let's hear what Zach had for the news. Zach, take it away, brother.
Okay. I do have some stuff. I do have this stuff ready to show you here. Hang on just a minute. I want to show this. Okay, let me just share this screen. The big news is that we're getting 2 new petite guys.
Yes.
Oh, 2 more.
Cute.
This is the rusty orange and placard and primer gray and placard. So we got this one with this sign. You can only imagine what people are going to get and start putting on these signs. And then the gray version.
Okay, I think I need to get one now.
Yeah, right.
Is there supposed to be a decal for it or not?
What's that?
Is there supposed to be a decal on the sign or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not shown yet, but I can imagine there's probably going to be maybe a couple of different sticker options for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some hearts and some stars and maybe a thumbs up.
Something. The one kind of interesting that they're using a new base piece as well. The puzzle piece has the 4 holes in it for sticking the sign.
That's how you know that they're gonna keep making more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the next one after that's going to be a bear guy in cage, and it's going to be a cage that plugs into these 4 holes there.
And
That's
that's
pretty cool. Does it come with a Russian master?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Jeez.
So
Oh,
there's
man.
that. This is the other. We haven't really got that many new announcements recently, but this one is the Schwartz Ritter. It's based off of the Cathedral Gundam. It's an alright design. I like the design. I don't like the colors so much, but the design I think I'll be okay with once I.
That's a
It's
bit like
horrible.
that's a little bit like a ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has that look. And one thing I like about it is the visor. It has looks pretty unique. Really cool.
You noticed that?
It's very because we haven't got any like really high quality photos of it yet, so it's kind of hard to see. But
Yeah.
there is some like official artwork for it that I've seen as well. So, but that's coming out. We had the box art come out for the Voile, which I think looks like one of the more interesting Gundams that we're getting out of our But Orphans line.
That thing looks awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I gotta admit. I'm not really one for the IBO designs, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, the head, the knees.
Yeah.
It looks like it uses the same legs as the
Astroth.
yes, the
Yeah,
Astroth
Yeah.
origin.
yeah, really similar. It even has like the asymmetrical legs. The back of them is not the same.
It looks like the feet might be the same too.
Yeah. It's got the same like those Reebok shocks, old school shoes that.
Reebok shocks.
Yeah.
I also just like the dude there. It's like
You know, that's actually what caught my attention when I saw it scrolling down my Facebook feed.
the guy's
Like
face.
I was because it looked like that other black and purple one from IBO, and I was just kind of scrolling through, and then I saw his face, and I was like, wait a minute, this is new.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, of course. And we had this news about this new 1/100 scale wound war kit from Cute Cube. Justin, do you remember? Because I know Cute Cube. I know they've released something over the past year, but I can't remember what it was. Do you remember?
The name sounds a little bit familiar, but I don't remember what it is either.
I'm sure I've heard it. Maybe you guys in the chat, if you know. But pre-order price $28. It's pretty good.
That price makes me want to get it, but I think I might wait out and just get the resin instead.
The other thing is that I think Samuel said that if you're in like the first batch of pre-orders, you get a second, the long blade rifle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get it. It's like another gun. I saw that too.
This
It does make it a little more tempting.
one? It looks quite large. If you see it, it's on the 1/100 scale action base there.
Oh yeah.
But that's cool. And because it's not a completely new company, I think that it's the, like I said, I'm pretty sure Cube did something else before. I can't remember what, but that makes me feel like a little bit more confident in the quality just because it's not their first venture. I don't know if you guys, I'm just looking back to the chat and doesn't look like anyone's knowing about
Nobody's
that.
getting it.
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
But anyway, and the only other thing is this. I don't remember if we talked about this at all last month. Maybe we mentioned about it, but I didn't show it.
The Death Scythe, yeah.
The Dragon Momoko's Death Scythe Hell that they're making.
It's just horrible.
Horrible?
I think it's super ugly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's so horrible.
It's like the best rendition of that in kit form, but it's still really ugly.
Yeah, there's things that I like and dislike about it. So I've been
The proportions are nice.
Yeah, I wonder if they're using. I guess probably not. One thing that I'm looking for a good picture that shows off the hands because the hands look so strange, very odd.
It's like for every spike it has, it adds another 2 spikes next to it. Just what's the point?
Are you guys still seeing this presented?
I don't get this chest bit either.
Well, it's all about spikes, Simon. Come on, spikes are cool.
It's like bad full cloth.
It's a demon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a little overdone.
Well, if people like it, it's fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah.
There's of course some other stuff. The big news, of course, we have to talk about is the 1/1 scale unicorn that's coming.
Ah, yeah.
Not the
In
model
Odaiba.
kits. Yeah, but that will be coming in the fall, apparently.
So let's do a prediction. How many unicorn kits will come from that?
Oh, so many. Even
though there's loads already.
Oh yeah, so many.
3,
I mean,
4?
I guess that's when we'll find out what the RG unicorn's gonna look like. When they put the real one out and they put the markings all over it, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, "Okay, that's what it's supposed to look like."
Yeah.
Well, there'll probably be some P Bandai reissues or something like that, or they may. Hell, it may be a good time to drop a Master Grade or RE Kshatriya on us. You never know.
Oh yeah, good point.
Hell, maybe even the Jagan. To start Jagan from the beginning.
Maybe we'll get the one thing that we all want, and that's the Master Grade Jagan.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
all
yeah.
for it. I'd love to see a Jagan.
I think I saw I saw this on Gundam Kits collection, so I don't know if it's totally reliable because they
It's not.
occasionally do their
The whole site is clickbait.
A lot of it, yeah.
But they did say that they made a post about the RE100 Hama Hama supposed to be out in the summer. I still haven't seen any official information about that. But if the Hama Hama's out in summer, then a new RE out in the fall would make sense, and it would be definitely good timing to release Kshatriya. But who knows? Bandai never actually really, I think, takes timing into account for many things.
I mean,
sometimes
I think on big anniversaries and stuff, and this may very well fall into that category since it is a new 1/1. But I don't think the 1/1 unicorn is going to be done this year. I think they're going to start construction on it. So at least from what I've heard, I don't know. That's not necessarily confirmed or anything, but from a lot of people from what I've seen, is it's going to take a little bit of time to finish it and everything. So, but hey, you know what? It's a new 1-to-1. It's awesome. It replaces the original Gundam in Odaiba, which is cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, totally.
But there's a lot of things. I guess not really a lot of things. I think the only other options that if they wanted to do a Gundam and not a Zaku, I think really they probably could have done a Zaku. But if not a Zaku, it's probably either between the Unicorn or the Zeta or the New. And like we already talked about, I think the New would have been problematic because of the fin funnels.
Yeah.
Zeta would have been fine. They could have.
Zeta. I think Zeta would have been cool.
Yeah.
Or even one of the other Gundams, the 01 series, the GP series. Anyone from those? That would be cool.
Ooh,
Not as popular.
3, and then they could put a Dendrobium on top of Gundam Front.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Oh my god.
I think that would probably take up half the island, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to need all the land on Japan, so if you guys could move everything out of here, that'd be great.
Yeah. Nice. Very cool. What else, Zach? Anything else?
That's pretty much it. Yeah, we had at the beginning of March they had a Gunpla Gundam Expo in Japan.
Oh yeah.
And we were supposed to be getting more news, but not really all that much. There's Master Grade Justice as well. I guess I didn't mention that.
Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of people are looking forward to that.
Yeah, but I don't know if
I think they'd be done with Seed at this point, but I guess not.
No, the thing is that I do kind of agree. Like, there's quite a lot of people who I think would agree that we wish that Bandai would kind of give it a rest on Seed, where we're still always getting new Seed kits, and new versions of Seed kits and stuff like every year. But on the other hand,
popular over there.
Yeah. On the other hand, there's a lot of Seed designs that I would still like to get kits of, like in Master Grade, like of the grunt suits, especially like the grunt suits. Right. And especially like maybe just a couple of the main ones. I think would be really awesome to have in Master Grade. But
true.
So I don't completely wish. But, yeah.
Right. Well, one last bit of news, coming from our good friend Xavier. Do we want to talk about that?
What? The Gunpla Expo? Yeah.
No, the announcement, GBWC announcement.
Can we talk about that?
That's what I mean.
Might as well. It's out there, right?
Is it
I
out
don't
there?
think it's out there.
I don't think it's officially out there.
It's not officially out there, but it's out there. Screw
That's
it. Let's talk about it. All right. So, hey, next week, Bandai is going to be making a pretty big GBWC announcement. Word on the street, the rumor has it around the water cooler, that they'll be adding some new countries to the GBWC mix.
Spicy.
Very, very. Hey, you know what? It's awesome. The more competition, the better. My money, I don't know what countries are going to be included at this point. I have no idea. But my money's on the UK, at least for Simon, anyway. Simon, how would that be? You think that's a good call?
I think that's a good call. Yes, I would welcome that decision.
I would think the UK is ready and prepared to get into GBWC. And I think it would be awesome.
There's lots of talent, I think.
Definitely. Absolutely.
To get a good standing. So, and it'd be good to compete with the Italians. Yes.
Nice. The Italians. Oh, we love Italy, man. We love them.
We do.
We absolutely love them, especially Ricardo. Ricardo is our boy. He's awesome.
Totally.
For those
Italian, huh? What's that?
Just saying, for those in the chat who maybe don't know what's going on, Tim doesn't actually know. He's just applying the pressure to Bandai because Bandai officials watch this show.
Yeah, right.
The entire board of Bandai watches this
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And now they
Kawaguchi
know.
himself.
Mm.
That's it.
Nice.
Kawaguchi. Yeah.
Yeah. He watches all the time.
The Meijin.
He has it on loop, like in his office, from what I've heard, and he loves the show, especially Zach. Zach, from what I've heard, is his favorite part. So
That's it.
He did crack that classic smile.
What's that?
He did crack that classic smile when
Yeah.
we met last year.
Nice.
It was
All right,
so
hey,
awkward.
What's that?
It was so awkward.
What?
Because I was like trying to ask him to say something to the camera, but like it was really loud, and I was talking to him in English, so I think his English is okay, but it was just kind of me and Ricardo, I think, were the only foreigners there, and
Right.
it was just kind of caught him off guard, so it was kind of awkward.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, when I met him at GBWC, I mean, it was so quick and just a handshake and a picture, and that was it. That's like all the interaction I had with him. And I was telling Dennis last night when we were talking, I was just like, that one regret I didn't get his autograph, but who knows? Maybe this year, hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
So bring on the competition. Let's get GBWC started. Come on, America, let's do it. All right. Anyway, do we have any other news, or is that it? We good?
Yeah, I think any other predictions for where the because we heard that there's going to be 3 new countries joining GBWC. So
I think
I heard that Vietnam is also joining.
Oh, that would be good.
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
I've read somewhere. I do not know if it's a rumor or not, but I think they were pretty keen.
That would be awesome. There are a lot of
Yeah,
good
good.
Vietnamese modelers out there.
Seth Tuna.
Seth Tuna, yeah.
Seth Tuna,
Seth is
yeah.
very good. Very good. All the LED work and everything that he puts in there.
he'd have to do an official Bandai kit though.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh yeah, he does. He's done them before, but he does do a lot of resin.
Yeah, he does a lot of resin.
He does it quick.
Oh yeah, he's a machine. He's amazing.
He's got a team
Does
working
he?
on stuff. No, I don't know. But it seems like that, doesn't it?
Wow. Yeah. All right, but hey, my prediction for the new GBWC countries: the UK, North Korea, Somalia, Liechtenstein, and Vatican City. You've heard it here first, folks. Those are the new countries that are joining GBWC.
Yep. We thought it was going to be 3, but Tim told Bandai what's up.
Yep. Well, you got to include Vatican City. Come on.
So the
Yeah.
Pope
What do you think Pope does all day?
model. Word.
You also heard that here first.
What's that?
I said you also heard that here first.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Pope
my.
only does Xeon suits.
Oh,
I bet
yeah,
he-
right. The
I bet he's
Cuban.
got like a room full of
I don't know why.
Cuban.
That's it. Room full of Cubans.
That matches.
So I just got that.
Oh, welcome to the show,
Uh,
Simon. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Yeah, very good. He's late.
Oh, man. The good old Pope. He's a good guy.
Uh,
Anyway, all right, so let's move on. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this particular show. Let's start talking to Dennis. Dennis, now you've got your own modeling academy. You
Yep.
physically teach people.
Yep.
Tell us about this, because this is kind of unique
that is really cool.
for a lot of us, because obviously over here in the West, we don't have
Yes.
anything like that.
Yeah.
We have to learn our own. So
Mhm.
tell us about the DS Modeling Academy, kind of how it came out and what it's all about. Tell us about that, man.
Well, I've been doing modeling for around about 32 years on and off, and I've always been doing modeling ever since when I was about 5 years old. And I've been moved about when I was 9. I was being moved to New Zealand where I stayed for 22 years. And it's pretty much because of modeling that got me into the automotive industry.
Mhm.
And after 22 years of staying in New Zealand, and I just wanted to come back to my origin, and I've always wanted to do something for myself. And then after I came back to Taiwan, I was the technical trainer for one of the German automotive brand here. And I thought to myself, it would be great if I can join my hobby and my profession together. And that's where my academy finally got together and started from there 2 years ago. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Cool.
Now tell us, how does it work? I mean, do you hold classes and stuff? You have students and everything. How does the modeling academy work? How do people in Taiwan sign up?
Basically, we do online promotions. We do promotions at the shopping malls.
Mhm.
We do some what we so called the experience classes, where they probably can take part with a very low joining fee, and then they can spend about two hours with us snapping together some models.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah, I've got some photos for my academy. I don't know if I can get the screen share to work. And
Yeah.
yeah.
If you can, I think I've got those on my side too. The ones that you might have sent me. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Cool.
So
Is it mostly Gunpla or mostly like military models, or just a mix of everything that people do there?
I try to do a bit of everything because I don't want to be too focused on a particular modeling subject. Yeah, so this is where our customer waiting area is.
Do you have the photo? Yeah, go ahead and click on the photo there.
Yeah.
I think it's not sharing the right screen, not sharing the right window, maybe.
Yeah, I think the video feed's stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it actually working?
Yeah. No, the video feed I think is fine. We just can't see the picture. We just see
Okay.
the thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah.
Could be in a different window or something.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe because of my internet speed. Yeah.
Or did the picture open on your computer, Dennis?
Let me check.
Because there's different options for whether you want to share like your whole screen or just one particular window.
You guys see that now?
No, we're seeing you, buddy.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Technical difficulties.
Okay.
Oh,
You got this, man.
We never have technical difficulties.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, really? Sorry. Yeah, but it's great. We try to do a bit of everything for my modeling academy, and it's quite interesting because that we get students of all ages. We get as young as the kids. The youngest was 5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And the eldest was around 60 something.
Wow.
Yeah, and one of my most memorable students, that was I think she was a grandma, and she she really misses her grandson, and she always dreamt of building a particular kit for her grandson back in Philippines. But she is the one who stays in Taiwan. And then when she came over for the classes, and she told me that the classes are great, and she would just want to keep on improving herself to, just do snap building and then to come up with a final finished product, so she can maybe send it back to her grandson in Philippines. And I thought at that stage that building models can actually express a love for a grandson, and
awesome.
it was quite heartwarming. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I got your Facebook page pulled up, so we can share some pictures from there.
Great.
Zach, you want to give me the screen here real quick, and I'll do this good old screen share.
There you go.
All right. So you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Dennis, this looks like a whole lot of fun.
It does.
That
is a great shirt, by the way.
So it's a good shirt.
Yeah, that's a Zaku shirt that I got from one of the malls here.
Very cool.
Yeah, and
all right.
And that's one of my students. Yeah.
Very cool. And look at all the stuff, all the cases in the background. That's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's part of my display.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through these and see what we got. Okay, so you said this is one of your students, right?
Yeah. He actually came over for the stage 1 building class. On this particular class, that we just try to teach our students how to put together a kit. Basically an OOB type build, but with different techniques. We just try to bring out the best quality of the particular build out of the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, nice. That's a good one. A fun shot. Awesome.
He's a joker.
Oh, look at this.
That's my painting room, and he's just doing some flat coats onto the shield.
Now, let me ask you this. What kind of setup is this? Is this hanging out the window or something like that? What is that?
That's actually one of my paint booths that I use for demonstrations, and the paint booth is actually pushed outside the window.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I actually slide the sliding window over to the left hand side, and then I mock up a whole painting booth made out of wood, and just to cover up that the window part, the missing window part.
That is genius.
Yeah, and because we had very limited of space usage, and we just have to try to make use of everything.
That's awesome, man. That is pure genius. That is great.
And the extractor is running on the outside.
Wow.
Extractor fan, and we
cool.
we also run LED lights, white LED lights, to actually get the sense of the real colors being painted.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, for any of you guys out there needing ideas for a spray booth, a DIY spray booth, man, take a look at this. This is a great idea right here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We got having lunch or something there. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, our students are like family, so sometimes we get together for a quick lunch round, or dinner, something like that after classes or between classes.
Very cool.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Get to know each other.
Look, you got a little one here.
She is one of our 5. I think she was 5 or 6. And
Is she doing a master grade?
Yes, she is doing the master grade.
Oh
And-
my god, that's awesome.
And
That is really cool.
she's a QDA, and she likes to do things her way, but we just try to also just give her some tools of the trade into a system and see what she can come up with.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Cool.
Start them young.
yeah.
Oh, here's another one. Look at this.
Yeah, they are actually brothers and sisters here.
That's awesome. And
Yeah, and
he's got good form with the nippers and everything. That's awesome.
if I remember correctly, he was snapping together a MG X-ray.
Wow.
Look at him.
Yeah,
That is great.
yeah.
That's great.
And that's one of my friends who actually came over for a car modeling course as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So
And-
Dennis, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think you mentioned this yet,
Hi.
but when they have the classes, is
Yeah.
it usually like just like one-on-one with you, or you try to arrange like groups?
Oh, what we did before is that we tried to put the students together in one particular time slot, but later we found that it didn't work because the students will go to the school and they have their own classes, their own timings.
Yeah.
The working class students, they have their own working schedule, and sometimes they get their overtime jobs that they have to do after work. So it's very hard to mix them all together.
Yeah.
So what happened afterwards is that we try to just make free bookings.
Mhm.
So by free bookings is that it's like one-on-one base. So if there are brothers or sisters, that we can put them together in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just up to the clients if
Yeah.
basically if
Yeah.
there's a group of them, they know they're coming together.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. But in the end of the day, I'm just trying to sell my time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's quite tough putting them into classes together.
So they're at the place. You guys are then just basically a shop as well. You're selling all the products as well. So
Yeah, we actually besides instructing, we do selling as well. We also sell online, and we just try to do different modeling subjects. Like we also do tank models, motorcycle builds, car models, and Gunpla.
Cool.
Yeah, we want to promote that that throughout different modeling subjects that you can learn different techniques, and from these different modeling subjects that you can pick up new techniques and then dump it back to Gunpla.
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Mm.
and that's our painting book. Two of our working days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is super nice, man.
Yeah. And
Wow.
Really nice.
one of my students painting away on the car body.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this little guy's happy with his little Exia 00, whatever that is there.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
a double. I think it was a seven sword.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Look at it. There he is. He's happy with it. Man, so many kids. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the future of the GBWC right there.
Yeah.
I
I mean, sorry, go ahead, Dan.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about the rest of the world, but in Asia, where parents they usually like to give the little kiddies iPads or iPhones to play with when they have nothing to do or when they are bored.
Mm.
And what my job is that I really want to try and promote this what I call classic hobby.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
That you do with your hands, and you're learning how to be focused, at a young age.
So for articulation as well, I guess.
Yeah, and this little guy here, he's trying to hold on to the airbrush for the first time. You see how he's grabbing it with two hands.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what kind of exercise.
Yeah.
But then I saw he's got two hands on it, holding on for dear life. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like with the kids, I also like to introduce them with water-based paints. Yeah, instead of salt and base. So just try to keep them happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So many. I mean, just going through these pictures, just so many youngsters, and that's just great. That's so good to see.
Yeah.
It's very encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, in the
this is one of the more promotion activities I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, we just because we are not we haven't established ourselves in our suburb for too long, and we just want to try to get our names out there a little bit, you know, in the area.
Gotcha. That's awesome. And these are what are these down here in the front? Those are 148, right? Those are
Yeah,
mega size?
those are mega size scale. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And those are really great if you use it for some quick displays. So I don't really bother about pinning them up in it because it will just get scratched out.
Very cool.
This is one of the fun part of the course. One of my students actually wanted to practice on the epoxy putties.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, oh, you know, why not let him do something special for his girlfriend? I said, why not come up with some sort of like a keychain dangling sort of a doll that you can actually give it to the girlfriend in there. And he actually wanted to do it, you know, the Dare in the Ted movie.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
I don't know.
It does look like him.
Yeah, and it was the initial just mocking up of the bear shape, but he said he was going to try and just send it properly afterwards.
That's cool.
To get the definition of the shape.
And I mean, and that's a great idea for like a practice exercise if you haven't worked with epoxy putty before. So I mean, that's great.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
And and these two are also youngsters, and well, and those two really works hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they look like they're having a great time. She's got a big smile on her face, and they're just panel lining away. That's awesome.
Yeah. And this particular pair, they are brothers and sisters, and the little one, the sister, she loves doing the bear stuff, the petite bears.
Okay.
And when we introduced her to a course, and she just try to steer away from the Gunpla's, you know, the mecha side of Gunpla. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Now, is that Dennis? Is that where you usually work on your own personal projects there as well, or do you do that at home?
I also do my projects here in the in my workshop.
So if people want to like get a sneak peek at what you're working on for GBWC, they can see you working on it there.
Oh, I'll probably put them away somewhere for now. Not even my students know what I'm working on, you know.
Oh, secrets. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give them too much of an influence because I don't want to affect their project builds.
Yeah.
Because if they see something that I do, they'll probably, you know, lead towards what I do. Especially in the color scheme or some modding, because they are still learning, right? And
to develop their own creativity, sort of.
Yeah, and then they are still in the process of finding their own style of films.
Well, I can imagine sometimes too, you know, if you're seeing, you know, a world-class builder's work, you know, there's a chance that, you know, if you're a beginner, you could get a little discouraged by that. You know, you could kind of want to give up on the hobby, but yeah, I mean, that's probably a good idea. So
when they actually come for courses or classes, that I try to avoid giving them distractions in terms of their creativity.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll ask me about the color combinations, if this is all right, or is pink over yellow, if it's all right or not. All I told them is just if you feel okay with it, if you like it, then just go ahead with it. Don't think too much about it. The more you think about it, the more you get distracted. So I just didn't go ahead. And what I do is just try to give them the tools they need in order for them to actually finish the final project.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So many students, and we're back to the beginning here. So we'll X out of that and start looking at some other things. But man, just so many students and so many smiles on their faces. They're having a good time. I mean, that's just so absolutely encouraging. That's so awesome, man. That is just so great. So let's take a look at this. This right here.
Yes.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Wow.
That was one of the project build that I did for the die-cast cars. Where I strip them apart and tune them up a little because I loved cars so much when I was back in New Zealand, and I just missed the automotive scene.
Right. Now you repainted this, right?
Yeah, it's fully painted, and you can't really tell how many layers I actually lay on the body shell.
Oh, I mean, it's beautiful though. I mean, it looks like color shifting paint. It's just it looks amazing.
Yeah,
incredible.
Can you guys tell roughly how many coats of paint that's being applied onto the body itself? Any guesses?
Oh, geez, I can only imagine. Probably.
I'm gonna say
7.
1, 3, 4, 5, at least 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably 6 or so.
No, it had received about 13 coats of paint.
Oh my god!
From metal primer, from sandable primer, to the base color, to the color shifting paint and clear coats, and it's roughly about 13 rounds.
I mean, it looks amazing though, you know, and we'll take a look at the at your GBWC entry from last year here in a few minutes, because there's some definite paint work on that I think people deserve to see because it's amazing. So let's take a look at some other albums here though.
That's my workshop for
right here.
Yeah. That's a customer working area where the parents they drop off their kids for classes. They can actually spend time over there using the Wi-Fi and do some work of their own.
That's awesome. So they can just come out and kind of just hang out after school and everything like that.
Yeah, as well, of course.
That's great.
Yeah. And we try to promote the workshop not so much as to being a physical shop that sells models. We actually want to promote the fact that they can come here to have learning classes in a home-like atmosphere.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, and those display cases are just amazing. Those are great.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of students' work on display there?
Some are on the far right of the
over here
of the display cabinet. The bottom part is mostly my work. but there's some of my students work on the shop also.
Very
You have
cool.
your GBWC trophies there on display?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, as well.
We'll take a look at those here in a few minutes too, because
Okay.
Dennis has got some nice albums for those here. We'll take a look at. Oh yeah, see now this is familiar to me because I kind of have the same type of thing with Hobby
Yep.
Japans and
Yes.
Dengenkes and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is very familiar to me. So
I
That's
like
good
to
to see.
collect the old Hobby Japan magazines because I have the editions way back in the 1980s, and
All right.
Wow.
it's very cool to actually to explore what was hot and what was popular in terms of building techniques during that period of the modern era.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, I loved I love looking back and because I've got a bunch of them from the 90s and a few from the 80s too. And seeing guys like Max Watanabe,
Yeah.
you know, premiering
Appreciate
his
it,
the
man.
Max,
Mm.
the Max
Yeah.
technique, which is like used by everybody now. It's just so cool to see those types of things and the techniques and skills that they used back then are really amazing because you know back in the 80s and 90s they didn't have master grades or real grades or perfect
Yep.
grades where
Of course.
you know all the parts were separated and
Yep.
everything was real intricate. I mean it was bare bones and they had to really
All one color.
they really had to be creative and
Okay.
it's just awesome looking back at those. So that's cool. That's
Right.
awesome that you have these.
And you know, in the magazine, I actually found a couple of photographs of Kawaguchi Sensei with his young haircut. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
A little
You have to
bit
share
of
that.
afro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, Simon. I mean, you got to find those and post those
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's gotta
That'll
be
be
shared.
funny. Yeah, that'll instantly go viral. All right, very cool, very cool. So for those watching in Taiwan, how do they sign up to become part of DS Modeling Academy?
Just it's very simple. Just drop us a message on the on our Facebook page, and then you can start booking a course straight away. There's no need to wait for a certain period in time of the month that you can actually book a particular course. I pretty offer my services to suit whatever they need.
Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Well, let's start talking
Tim,
about. Yeah.
Hey,
Sorry. Go ahead.
Have a look at the middle, the Gunpla, the one
Which
in the
one here,
middle.
right here?
Yeah.
Oh, the old school. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. I really want to share this because
Oh man.
Look at that.
this was the very first Gunpla I've ever built 32 years ago.
Oh man.
I don't
Look
know
at the
what
seam
happened.
line.
I I don't know what happened to the original kit. It's probably lost somewhere. Well, you know, with all the house moving. But I actually got a reissue of the kit, and what a better way to try to get some good old memories from the first encounter of the Gunpla, right?
Right.
Yeah, you
Oh,
check
man.
out the seam line.
Yeah. And
Actually,
look at
all the locating studs are actually in, and they miss out by so far.
yeah, I was gonna say the fit is not very good on that one there.
It's not good, eh?
Oh, man.
I mean, I always been telling my students how lucky they are to have a very nice Gunpla kit.
Oh
that
yeah.
they,
No,
that,
absolutely.
that they can get on their hands on. That they can get their hands on. You see the ribbon
God.
over here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just mind-boggling, you know.
Yeah. I mean, people are spoiled today. I mean, this is wow.
You're gonna
This
need
is what
some
they had to
pay
work
for
with
that.
back then. Man, oh man, look at that.
And
Oh yeah, look at that.
this particular
1980.
shoe,
Wow.
1980s. and it's just great, man.
Jeez. And you can see
The
the
way-
ejection
the way-
pin.
The way it tapers much shorter towards the end of the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The design
Wow.
is so different. Yeah.
And this is part of the league we received about 5 codes of sendable partners.
Oh, wow.
And that's after sending as well. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
your paintwork, man, is just impeccable.
Mm.
And this particular part, the head, it's so simple. There's only 3 parts involved. The
Wow.
front piece, the back piece, and then the V-shaped antenna, and that's it. It's amazing.
I
Oh,
love,
look at
just
it. Oh,
love
look at
those
it.
weird proportions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's no seam. I mean, that's perfect.
I mean,
Yeah.
the proportions, it from modern standards, it looks silly, but if you look back in time, that's real classic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
So-
absolutely.
so, yeah,
I mean, that's very faithful to the animation.
Yeah.
it is.
I mean,
yeah.
if you guys can remember the animation, all the screenshots of the I-78 Gundam, it actually looks so different from every angle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Look at that,
after
that's
painting
awesome.
the head.
Yeah.
That's still work in progress though. At that time,
But even still, it looks great for the age. Wow.
can you guys take a guess? How many parts that it makes up a particular leg?
Oh,
Left
the
or
leg?
right? Yeah, just on the leg of
6.
alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be like next to next to
You
nothing.
got it there. And with this particular kit, I actually have to stuff weight inside the foot, the feet part.
Oh, right. Just to make it stand up.
Yeah, or else it will tip over very easily. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Mm. Weird.
it doesn't even articulate.
Oh,
You
wow.
forget about any articulation.
I
There's
mean,
none.
it is very faithful to the animation. I will say that.
Totally.
Wow. Wow, look at that shield.
That is old school.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
there we
check out
go.
the hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just one hole in the middle, right?
Oh,
So-
look at this. This is
Big
crazy.
punchy fist.
Yeah. I mean, be thankful. Everybody in the audience right now, be thankful for what you have today. You could have been
Totally.
working on these things back in the 80s, man. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
I mean, when I first encountered this Gunpla back in when I was 5, all I had was a bottle of glue and a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was it for me. I had to, try to, practice and learn things for myself.
Wow, look at this. So, okay, so for everybody sitting at home, this right here, that is your only movement for the hand.
There's
Just
no
left and right,
polycaps.
and that's it. Yeah.
No such thing as
polycap.
polycaps.
Only
Yeah.
turning left and right, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just a very
Oh,
stiff
man.
left.
Yeah. You can turn it 360, no problem.
Yeah. Oh, man.
360.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Look at these things.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That
I mean, this is,
incredible.
yeah, I mean, this is a true representation of
That's
how
good.
far
look
Bandai
at
has
that.
Box
come.
art. And
That's classic.
That's
I
awesome.
I can never forget the box art. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
What did you think when you were a little kid and you
Mm.
first saw this? What thoughts ran through your mind when you first saw this box art?
I thought, geez, I mean, oh my god, I fell in love straight away, especially with the color tones and the color combination. It just looks so bright, and it looks like a mean mecha.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but when I opened the box, it was another story.
Yeah.
There were only
Disappointment.
basically three color sprues,
Right.
and the white is not even white. Is green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so
Wow.
funny.
Oh, look
And-
at the instructions. Wow.
Oh wow!
It's great, eh?
I'd love to get a print of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? That would look great on a wall. That would
Yeah,
it would,
absolutely look amazing.
I mean, you can see the skeletal shot of the way they try to put all the mechanics together.
Yeah.
Although it's a lot of BS in there, but you can see how people think back in the 80s.
Oh, absolutely. That's great.
Yeah.
Though it was cool
Wow.
that they later made that model kit, that like the half exposed models
Yeah.
of the Gundam
Yeah.
and the Zaku.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did, didn't they?
Mm.
Wow, and this even came with a little core fighter in there too.
Yes. And you can shove it in, but I actually took it out because it can never fit properly.
Wow. Right.
Yeah.
So I just basically glue the chest. Oh, that's a completed part.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the finish of how it looked like when I built it 32 years ago. And
Wow.
all I got was those colors, nothing else.
It's like it's in a hall of mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow, and the seam lines just down the middle of each
yeah.
Oh,
limb
God.
is crazy.
And
Wow.
and when I show these photos to my students, they really appreciate what they have and what they can get at the moment. Yeah.
I bet.
No, I mean it's just such a testament to Bandai's
Yeah.
technology and how
It's
it's
unbelievable.
progressed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it came out really good. Really
Mm.
good. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah. That's a finished model. I mean, the proportion and everything about it looks a little bit like a joke from the modern standpoint of view. But if you put it together with your other RX-78 collections, it actually stands out quite good, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just so classic, and so retro.
Yeah.
It is.
But I mean, back in the day, I mean, that was all you had. So,
Mhm.
man, oh man, that's cool.
It's
That is
easy
cool.
it's easy to see why like the MSV line
Yep.
was so important,
Right. Yes. Of
because
course.
Yeah.
it gave a lot more options. Because with that, like, yeah, that kit was cool at that time, I'm sure, but I'm sure that like it left people wanting a lot more out of that.
Yeah.
At least with the MSV line, they had some different designs and stuff that they could make. So
Yes.
Right. Very cool. All right, well, let's take a look at some of Dennis's finer works here. Let's take a trip back to 2015
Mhm.
GBWC, and this is really, I remember seeing this for the first time, and this is
Yep.
cool. Man, look at that.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is crazy. It's crazy good. That's just so good.
For this particular project, I actually named the project the Arrow Justice.
Oh yeah, right
For
there.
this
Okay.
for this particular build, I actually want to challenge the word unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Because the unicorn name, when I first ever heard of Gundam Unicorn, I actually thought to myself, well, shouldn't it have 4 legs?
uh-huh.
And I always wanted to challenge this particular anime mecha character, and I saw a couple of Centaur examples on the internet, and I thought to myself, I can probably build one step better than anybody else. So I just give it a shot and just try to mock up together a Centaur.
That's awesome, man. The one thing that impresses me so much, and it's a little thing, it's a very, very tiny detail. The one thing that impresses me so much about this model is the smoothness of the gradients.
I was going to say the gradients.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
so good.
it's just butter smooth, man. I mean, that's so impressive.
I actually got a little bit of comment from Kawaguchi saying that the wing actually look a little bit flat because I use flat plates for that particular part. But my idea was to try to shove some extra customized faders inside the wing part, the original wing part of the Gundam. So I really have to keep everything thin. But in saying so, I try to remedy what it looks like 2D faders with some painting techniques through like the graduation of the usage of colors to bring out some 3D look of the fader. Yeah.
Wow. Now, what scale is this, Dennis?
1 by 100.
1/100. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's pretty big then. Okay.
I actually used two kits of the OVA unicorn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the detail on that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with him, man. Your metallic technique is
Yeah.
all your metallic paints. It just looks so just superb.
Yeah.
It just really is so good.
I think I got most of that influence from car modeling, really.
Right.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think that's
Yeah,
really
because
smart.
when I was moving in New Zealand, right, I had no access to Gunpla whatsoever, so I started building model cars instead.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, just the work on the bow and everything, it just looks so good. I mean,
Yes.
and looking at the arrow, just the gradient and the separations in the colors is just so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the shaft on the bow, I mean, it's like it goes from red to orange to yellow to an almost whitish in the middle.
Yeah.
And then all the way back down to red and kind of a very dark brown, black color. And it's just so cool.
Yeah.
So good.
I actually got some feedbacks from a couple of builders that they said, well, you painted your wings very nicely, but how about the rest of the body? Why don't you paint shadows and color graduations for the main centaur part?
Got
But my idea at that point was that I really want to have a contrast.
Right.
Because I wanted to look a little bit like a flying butterfly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't want to have color graduations on the main centaur part. Or else I think the whole picture will look a little bit messy.
Gotcha.
So,
Now, how long did this project take you?
this actually took me, well, from idea to finish is actually about almost 1 year.
Oh, 1 year. Okay.
A 1 year project, but it's on and off. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at those gradients. Those are just beautiful. Now, talk to us about the base. How did you come up with this base? I mean, because it looks like it looks like a slab of rocks.
Yeah.
You know how did you accomplish that?
The diorama base, I actually found some how do you call it? The floating logs.
Okay.
The side chops of the floating log that I found in the wood shops. And I stacked them together, and then the stone part of the diorama is actually can you guys guess what material is being used?
Did you use like resin or something like that?
No. And that's actually tree bark.
Oh,
Tree
wow.
bark.
Yeah, tree bark.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So basically, this whole bottom is just like a a whole big
Chunk of wood.
slab of wood. Yeah. Wow.
And my wife actually called it the chocolate cake. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to put icing on the cake. And what I did is stuck a whole bunch of tree bark on top of the diorama base.
That's awesome, man. Oh yeah, look at all the awards. That's cool.
And in Taiwan, we have different categories. Like for if you get into the finals, you get those glass trophies.
Okay.
And also we have the audience selection awards. And the one in the back, the glass one, is actually the online TV program audience choice award.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I wish there was enough popularity over here in the States for to have a TV show or something like that. That would be great.
Well, you guys are doing that now.
Well, online, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm very honored to be on the show.
Oh, hey, no, the honor is ours, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on.
Totally.
But,
Hey, there's an
Wow.
idea though. That's what we should do this year.
dude, yeah, I know. Sci-Fi Channel, if you're listening, get on it.
Yeah.
They have the
So,
cosplay
I mean, just-
shows and stuff. So
Yeah.
We can look at like some of the entries from all the different. What is it? It's 5 different events in the U.S.,
Hmm.
right?
I
Yeah.
think it's 5 or 6. If only Xavier were on, he'd tell us exactly. You know.
Well, what we could do is just like look at all like the top entries from all the
Yeah.
different 5 events and choose our Gunpla Talk GBWC North America winner.
That would be awesome. Completely unaffiliated with GBWC.
Yeah.
Oh man! But hey, speaking of GBWC, let's take a look at this past year's GBWC. Where is it? Here, let me find it. The Dragon. Guys, I was lucky enough to see this thing in person, and I will tell you right now, the pictures do not do this thing justice. It is, the paintwork on this is just mind blowing. The thing almost glows. Let's put it that way. It's so good. And these, like the little whiskers, tendrils things here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's such a fine little detail. They're so small, but man, they look so good.
Those can actually be articulated, you know?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And like I said, guys, if you're viewing this, like the pieces here in the cheek piece, like these painted green pieces here, I mean, they are completely iridescent, and they shine. It's amazing. Like, how did you achieve this, Dennis? I mean, do you want to give your secrets away, or how did you do that, man?
You really need to start getting into different layering. It's a little bit like Photoshop.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if you can get airbrushing to try and practice and do some layering, I think you'll get there no problems.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
just so cool.
Can you go back to the picture before?
This one right here.
Yes. Can you spot something odd?
The lighter?
You know why I put it in?
For scale?
Scale.
Yes. Because I got some feedbacks from websters. They actually said that I cheated with my project a little bit because I used the SHF Kamen Rider figure parts.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And my God, I don't know what the dude was talking about. Or I'm not a fan of Kamen Rider. I have
Right.
only watched one episode. I know nothing about it. And when I actually Google such character, it actually looked similar, but scale is completely different. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So just put the lighter there and just take a quick shot and share.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now I know when we had our review show
Mm.
in December,
Yes.
a bunch of us, and you probably, I think you saw the show because we were joking about this.
Oh, right. About the ping pong ball, right?
wondering. Yeah, we were wondering like what are these joints, and I had actually said maybe it's a ping pong, and you had actually
You
said
guys
that
are
about.
nasty, yeah?
Oh no, we were just having fun. It was awesome. We were praising this thing, man.
And I always tell my students, if you want to do kit badge, it's great. But if someone like your viewers of your work, if they can tell what your kit badge is consists of in terms of what parts you have used, then it's not a really successful kit badge job.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that's an absolutely fair point.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to kit badge, you really need to start learning all the parts. Not just letting them with some super glue or something like that, or just cut them out and fit it here and there. You really need to start learning things together in order to try and achieve the meaning of kit badge.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Dennis, when I saw this in Japan,
Yes.
the one thing that really jumped out at me,
Yeah.
and it was kind of hard to see in the pictures, honestly,
Right.
is just the fine, scroll work.
Yes.
This detailing in the shoulders, and I know
Yeah.
there's some in the legs and
Mhm.
a little bit here on the head. I mean, it's just so good. I mean, how did you go about doing this, man? What kind of tools did you use for that?
Take a guess.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Scissors.
Chisel, hobby knife, Dremel, all of the above,
And I actually try to cut out with hobby knife.
Okay.
Yeah, a very sharp hobby knife, and you
Gotcha.
really need to take your time in order to do that.
Yeah.
Cut that boy. You cut that boy hand.
Yeah, hand free
Just
hand
freestyle.
cut. Yeah, freestyle.
Wow.
Wow.
But those symbols are actually the Asian symbol of the cloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And the hardest part is trying to mirror image everything across
Right.
to the other side.
Was.
If you check out on this particular shot, if you check out the left and right foot, those are actually symmetrical patterns. The left and right foot, can you see the cloud symbols?
Yeah.
Those are actually symmetrical to each other, so that was one of the challenges that I faced. And believe me, it took me some time. It's not easy. Yeah.
It's so impressive. And the one thing, and we had talked about this in Japan that caught my eye was these the pieces right down here over the ankle, because like you can see in the picture, it looks like hammered metal, and it's actually real texture, and it's just so very cool, especially with the light bouncing off the iridescent paint and everything. It's just such a great effect.
Yeah. I think surface texture plays quite a good, it plays quite an important role in terms of Gunpla building, and
Absolutely.
you can do so much with it. Yeah?
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. There's the dragon head again. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the paint just pops. It's so awesome. And the finish is just like so silky smooth too. That was another thing that I kind of noticed.
Yeah. A lot of people have been guessing what parts were involved in this dragon build.
What's that?
A lot of people have been guessing what specific parts have been used for the dragon.
Oh yeah.
And you guys guess it was ping pong ball, right?
That's the Gerber Tetra, right?
No, it's actually out of Nightingale.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the neck part when it had two armor plates. Those were adopted from the Nightingale's. I think it was a chest piece.
Okay.
Yeah, the chest armor piece. And if you see the lower piece, that piece of armor, that if you built the Nightingale before, you recognize the telephone sort of like the sound holes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I see the Grimgird shoulders in here too.
Yes,
Mhm.
and
That's pretty cool.
those are the grim. How do you call that name?
Grimgird?
Grimgird?
Grimgird.
Yeah. Those the legs were adopted, but I had to modify the articulation, especially the joints.
Gotcha.
And
Man, it all just came together so well.
yeah,
Wow.
Huh.
And the the mesh work behind the scrolling, it was just a really cool effect too.
yeah. I really want to make the scrolling pop a little bit.
It's just outstanding, man. Now, how long did this project take you?
This actually took me around 5 months.
Wow, 5 months for this thing. That's
Yeah.
that's
I
not
mean-
a long time.
I mean, I had my time cut out quite a bit because of the academy, and I had to run the business and that, and it's not easy. I lose so many days of my sleep, couple of
Yeah.
weeks before the ending day.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the water effect at the bottom, is that
Mm.
what is that? Is that clear resin at the bottom and just kind of cotton on top, or how did you make that?
Well, you see the all is a bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Oh yeah, this is like one of my favorite shots. Like one of the pieces that I got, that I took pictures of, is just this, all of this beautiful scrolling work and the texture, the iridescent paint, the silky smooth finish. I mean, it's all kind of encompassed right here in this like one piece, the lower leg. It's just so impressive.
I've been quite lucky, yeah, because that throughout the carving, I've only managed to stab myself twice with a hobby knife.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you need any stitches?
Is that
No,
the bleeders or?
no. It was just a light cut, so I was being lucky, yeah.
Oh, that's good then. All right, then we're back at the beginning. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dennis, you mentioned that
Yeah.
like the shape of the engraving was sort of related to clouds,
Yes.
and then like there's obviously it's flying over the water, and then like the textured effect on like the legs
Yeah.
definitely gives a very water look. So was this like supposed to be like representing like that element?
I'm sorry. Can you say that
Just-
again?
Was it supposed to be representing like cloud, like wind and water, like specific elements or something, or just like
Just
the idea behind it?
low cruising. It's like low cruising on the surface of the how do you call it? The ocean surface. Yeah.
Okay.
And here are some of the the pictures that I actually took in Japan at GBWC, and so you can kind of get a good scale of the model here, because the piece is actually really big, a lot bigger than what it looks like in the pictures. When we were doing our review show, I didn't think it was going to be this big, and when I saw it in person, I was kind of floored by the scale of it.
Yeah.
And here you can really kind of see the lights shining down and those iridescence pop and everything. That's one thing about these cases at GBWC. The lighting is really great. There's a great shot at the base.
The display case at GBWC, I mean, oh my God, if I can ever get my hands on one of those, I would love to have one in my workshop.
Right?
It's just so beautifully made, and the lighting itself is so neutral. You can see all the colors of your paintwork.
And the base of the actual case is like a leather, this white leather kind of beveled pad. It's just the cases are great. And I know it's sad. We're ranting about the cases and everything, and when there's a beautiful model sitting in the case, but yeah, they were just that good. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is just the detail work at the relief work here in the chest and everything. It's just so cool. Very awesome. Now, I did get a picture. Oh, and this is actually a really good shot of the iridescence and the changing color, especially here in the dragon's neck. I mean, it was so impressive.
Yeah.
But I got one shot. Yeah, here it is. This is the one shot that I was so happy with because I was able to get all of the lower leg here and everything with all of the beautiful work. Just really just so cool. Man, and you put a lot of work into this thing.
I was the very last one to handle my work during the Taiwan golden entry.
Right.
Yeah, and I was almost late. Yeah.
Oh man, I know that feeling very well, actually.
And my wife was saying to the cab driver, "Hey, sir, can you be able to drive a little bit quicker?" And he actually floored it, and oh my god, my work was wrapping inside a taxi, and I was scared the shit out of myself.
Oh my god!
And if you ever been to Taiwan, you really need to experience the local taxi culture. Yeah.
Oh, I can only imagine. Imagine.
And their driving style.
Oh man. Yeah, go ahead and release my screen if you would.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, brother. Well, man, this was so cool, man. So I guess let's see, what time is it? We got about 20 minutes left. So Dennis, like, how did you get started in Gunpla? I know you said you started off with cars and stuff like that, and I know you said you started off with that 1/60th when you were really, really young. But how did you really get into kind of where you are right now? Tell us about that journey a little bit.
Well, when I first actually got into modeling, it was that 1/60th scale Gunpla that we saw just now, and that actually kick-started everything for me. And I think for my own learning is through by trial and error, because there wasn't any internet to learn from. There's no YouTube. There's no nothing. And even if you go to the local model shop, the shop owner might be they might be only keen in selling model kits. They are not really interested in telling you any tricks of the trade. So basically, you really need to do some investment, like in terms of modeling materials and your own time.
Right.
In order to do trial and error and just try and find the way that works for you. For any particular techniques that, I would just say that I've been trying and failing, and just been doing it ever since then.
Right. No, and it's actually interesting that you say that, because a lot of the folks that watch the show are just getting into the hobby, and they're just starting out and everything, and I think you are particularly qualified since you actually teach people. What are some words of wisdom for somebody who's just starting out? What would you say is important for a beginner to remember when they see some of these works online and they're blown away and they don't think they can ever be quote unquote that good? What would you say to somebody to kind of keep them going in the hobby?
I would say tell them to book a course with me.
Obviously.
No,
awesome.
No, to be honest, I think there's two ways of learning in terms of modeling techniques and that. Well, if there's a local instructor that you can find, then that's great. If you don't want to pay the tuition fee or the course fees, and that's also fine. But you just, as we get back to the previous thing that we said, that you just have to spend time and money in terms of investment. on the hobby materials, the pens, the tools, the consumables, and you really need to add those up, because when you come for a course, what I teach you is like I'm trying to give my participants my tools to them, and whatever they use their tools to build with, it's up to them. I don't teach them creativity. I give them the tools, and they can go from there. And the sky is the limit, really.
Awesome.
And I think for a new beginner, is just if you want to learn by yourself, don't be afraid to try out new things.
Mhm.
That's one of my tips. And if you ever think about joining the GBWC competition, my own opinion is that you really need to uh, uh, experience the joy of joining such a competition. Because in the end of the day, I think GBWC event, I wouldn't want to call it a contest or competition. I wanted to call the Bandai promotional event. So if one is thinking about joining GBWC, don't think about winning or losing too much.
Right.
And you really need to enjoy yourself, to try and push yourself and try to build a new kit every year. And that's to push your own boundary in terms of what you can do. I always try to push myself throughout the years, that I always get to learn something new throughout my works. And if there's something that I'm not sure of how to do, or I don't know how to do, then I can only do trial and error. Yeah, and start
Makes sense.
and start. You just need to practice, really.
Right.
And forget about all the stuff that you see on the internet. Really, if you have a vision, go ahead with it. And if you have an idea, you really need to keep it. And don't let anyone else put you down whatsoever. I don't normally like to share my GBWC work in progress photos, because I don't want to get distracted by whatever people are saying about my work. I do my work for myself, to represent myself, to represent my academy, to represent how I do things, or what I see throughout my eyes is what is being beautiful. So just try to keep it to myself, and try to push your boundaries, and just go ahead with it. But another tip is that I can give to someone is that when you actually have a rough mock-up of your kid, get someone not within our community to look at it. That can be your mom and dad, that can be your grandma, your grandpa, your wife, your daughter, or someone on the street. Say, hey, can you come and have a look at this for me, and if you understand the works or not. And if someone who is outside of the community can get what you are trying to project with your build, then I think you are being successful.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's good advice.
Yeah, because often that we get all the tips, or get some of the feedbacks from the Gunpla building communities, and we will easily get distracted.
Right.
Like when Tim is building his hummingbird, and he probably come to me for a advice. I'll maybe distract him, man, and it wouldn't turn out the hummingbird that it is today.
Right.
Yeah, so I think you need to keep it within your own style, and just keep pushing your boundaries, and that's very important.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
I wanted to ask Dennis, is there any over the years, has there been like any mentors for you that maybe that you knew personally, or just like modelers that you like drew inspiration from?
Mentors, not really. I mean, if you see my work, just it's all pretty much within my own head.
Mm.
If you want to ask me about how I get my inspirations from, sometimes I might wake up within from one of my dreams. I wake up and I thought, whoa, gee, that's a cool idea. I'll jot it down straight away. And because if you are dreaming of something, you'll forget about it the next day, right? Normally that's what happens. And I'll normally jot those down, and inspirations can come from everywhere. You know, the people that you talk to, your own culture, your past experiences, the story, the fairy tales that your mother has told you a story about. Well, everything can be an inspiration for your own project. There's no set rules in that, I think. Yeah. So in terms of mentors that just pretty much try and work my own way and try just it's very important to find your own style and just seeing what's on the internet. Oh, and let's copy his style. Oh, this guy is a plate master. Oh, he's a good line swiper. Well, let's be like him. My suggestion is that those are cool techniques to learn, but you really need to still stick within your own style and just come up with something original to you.
Very good. Very good advice.
I mean, you really need to keep learning everything.
Awesome. Well, guys, everybody watching at home, I mean, you heard it here. He's a world-class builder, two-time GBWC Taiwan champion. So, you know, if he says it, it's true, man. So just take those words of advice as sage wisdom and put it to practice, man. So awesome. Well, guys, we're getting down to time here. We got about 10 minutes, so let's real quick get some plugs in and all that good stuff. Zach, you want to start us off? Zach, can you hear me?
Sure. I should. Yes. Deadline for the custom Zaku contest that I'm running now is approaching. That is April 6th. So yeah, I've got about 15 or so final entries submitted so far, but there was over 230 people entered. So still a lot of people with their works not quite finished yet.
Wow, that's a lot of entries, man.
Yeah. So I think I might have to do it a little bit differently next time because it's been a lot just trying to wrangle everyone's emails and stuff for their entry.
Nice.
But yeah, so those of you guys who are working on your custom Zaku, just aware that the deadline is coming soon. What's that? 2 weeks? Today's the 19th, so 3 weeks?
Yeah, about? 2-3 weeks. Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, looking forward to just getting this Saiko Zaku done so I can move on to getting some more interesting stuff done on my channel. Lately, it's just been like all just review. But that's because any other spare time that I have is just going to trying to finish this Zaku.
And Macho Man made an appearance.
Just about to say Randy Savage was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that video, I mean, a lot of people saw it, but I think it also slipped under the radar for a lot of people because I think they just saw it's another petite guy unboxing, just not going to watch it.
All right. So let's tell everybody right now. All right. For those of you guys that don't know and haven't seen this video, it really is a must watch. Which petite guy was it again, Zach? I know it was the most recent one.
The latest one.
What's the title of it?
It's the unboxing video for the Pretty in Pink and Petite guy.
Gotcha.
Mm,
So,
that one.
guys, go on Zach's channel right after you finish watching the show and take a look at this. And if you're not familiar with old school wrestling like WWF and stuff like that, you may not get it, but it's still going to be funny. But if you do know, if you are familiar with especially like 80s wrestling and stuff like that, it's actually really, really entertaining. It's even better if you're kind of in the loop, so to speak. So Randy Macho Man Savage made an appearance in Zach's video and actually did the voiceovers for Zach on this one. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I'm actually not. I mean, I've never really been into wrestling. I just thought I've just seen a few videos on the internet of him, of course. But like as I don't know if you've actually watched more wrestling in the past. How was the voice? Was it pretty close? And was it?
It was
all right.
It was pretty
I think
good.
so. It
Yeah,
was pretty good.
yeah. I used to watch it when I was a kid. It was pretty close.
Was it Ultimate Warrior or Hulk
He was the
Hogan or
best.
something like that?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah,
Ultimate Warrior.
yeah.
Well, I used to watch them quite a bit, but when I grew a little bit older, I start to think that they are actually acting because everything seems so
It's
smooth.
not acting.
I'm sorry.
no.
I'm
all
skeptical.
It's real. It's properly real.
No.
You know, there are literally not to get off on a tangent, but Simon, you actually made a very good point. There are actually people still in the U.S. that think wrestling is real, and just as a public service announcement, if you know these people, just go kick them in the head. Yeah, just slap them. I mean, it's just not worth it. At
Wrestling
this
style.
yeah, exactly. You know, don't hit them like. Land your slap 2 inches from their face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit them with a folding chair.
A folding chair. Yeah. A balsa 2x4 that'll just splinter in a million pieces. Yeah. Jeez. Oh my, good old 80s wrestling.
I mean, it's
a
not to
classic.
discount the fact that they do go through quite a lot of pain and everything just through the whole thing.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh wow.
And
I mean, they're definitely athletes, but it's not a sport. It's not real. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Anyway. Yeah. Disclaimer at the bottom. Whoops. Anyway. So, sorry for the tangent, everybody. Zach, you got anything else you want to plug, man?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
That's
go for it, buddy.
No,
Okay.
no, that's it.
Rock and roll.
Since my live stream last night failed, I will try to do another like AMA Ask Me Anything live stream sometime within the next few days. If not tonight, then sometime over the next couple of days.
Very cool. Yeah, you hit 40,000. Congratulations.
Yeah.
40,000.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's big.
Yeah, definitely.
Good job, man. Good
So
job.
I made it my goal to hit 50,000 this year. Should be fine.
Yeah, I think you can hit that.
Continues on down the tracks. So.
Yeah,
keep going.
completely doable.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Simon, what are you going to plug for us, man? What do you want?
Just going to do a website. Go to GundamUK.com for my blog, and you can find me here on YouTube under Gundam UK, and you can join the Mecha Lounge. It's mecha-lounge.com for a
Very cool.
great mecha community.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Dennis, let's go ahead and talk some plugs. Obviously, tell people again if they missed it. How do they sign up for DS Modeling Academy?
Just Facebook search DS Modeling Academy. You'll find it there, no problem. And if you guys want to do a shout out or hola, drop me a message.
Hey, Dennis.
Very cool.
One question as well, because
Yep.
obviously your shop is for people who are there in Taiwan. But
Yeah.
for people who are just like visiting, if they just go to Taiwan for vacation or something, can they drop in and have a lesson
Thank
with
you.
you like just one time? Like that?
Yeah,
that's a good call.
we actually did 2 of the visitors to Taiwan, and we basically have to listen to what they really want to learn out of the 1-day courses or 2-day courses. That's possible, but just have to put me in advance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah,
definitely be worth it.
that can be organized. I mean, if you're paying for the lessons, the stuff that you get is very direct, and there's no trial and error. You just need to weigh, if it's worth it or not on the consumer side of things. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, and that's a really good point, Zach. I mean, if you guys are in Taiwan, hook up with Dennis, man, and get some classes in. Because I mean, obviously he's a great teacher. He's an amazing modeler. Go get educated, definitely. So, all right, Dennis, what else?
Sure.
What else you want to plug, man? Website, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Go for it.
Well, nothing else basically, but thank you very much for having me on the show. I've enjoyed it immensely. I've been watching you guys a lot. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, no, thank you, man. Thank you for taking
Thank you. Yeah, definitely.
out of your morning and being on the
Very
show
early. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I was being a little bit lightheaded earlier on, and the screen sharing wasn't really working on my side, so I need to do some more practicing before I come on the next show. Really.
No worries, man.
Fine.
We got you covered.
Yeah.
We got you. All right. So I know Justin had to drop out a little early because he had to put the little one to bed. But, you can check Justin out on Instagram, Facebook, some Twitter, Justinius Builds on YouTube. Check out his tutorials. Check out Team Helios on Facebook and Instagram. And then for Josh, who couldn't be with us today, check out joshdara.com, Instagram, again, Facebook, the whole 9. Get yourself some really cool prints of his. And for me, Facebook, Instagram, a little Twitter here and there. Yeah, and that's all I got. I'm good. That's it. That's all I want to do. I'm good. I'm happy. Anyway,
there you go.
So guys, that's episode 23 in the bag. We'll be back next month, and who knows what we're gonna do, because we don't even know what we're gonna do. Maybe it'll be a cool show. Who knows? And hell, maybe by next month we'll have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 new countries in GBWC, and maybe one of them will be the Vatican City. Yeah.
And South Africa.
Vatican.
And South Africa. Who did that? That was an amazing South African accent.
That was Zach.
That was really good. Like, South Africa is such a hard accent.
South Africa. I can't even do it.
Yeah,
that's a South African friends, eh?
That was really good. Wow.
Chappie has a book. Chappie has a book.
Oh my god, Chappie is the best. Anyways, all right, so let's call this one done, guys. For everybody watching at home and all of the cast of characters in the chat, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the reasons why we do these shows. 23 episodes deep. I think. I mean, we're going on 24 episodes next month. That's like a solid 2 years.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's nothing to sneeze at. Tanzania for GBWC. Great. That's a great suggestion there from the chat. Good one. Anyway, all right. So guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next month. This has been Gunpla Talk. We'll see you later. Thanks again.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.